Now, fresh CCTV footage of Moosewala's murder has been accessed right here on India Today, where we show you those images where vehicles stalked Moosewala's car in a sensational murder. A recce on camera that was done clearly shows how two vehicles tried to intercept Moosewala and gunned him down in broad daylight. In fact, they hunted Moosewala, literally knew his movements, tried to tail him, hunted him down and killed him. Moosewala's gang recce right here, captured on cameras, first time ever on television. And right here on India Today, we bring you those exclusive images of how these vehicles tried to tail Moosewala's vehicle. They literally hunted him down and killed him. This is the exclusive CCTV shots that we bring to you right here on India Today to show how gruesome, how brazen this broad daylight murder was of the global rapper Sidhu Moosewala, who's now dead. Unfortunately, he was cremated just yesterday, and now it's been 4 days since that murder. Punjab police so far have not been able to crack down on those shooters who were seated in those cars. Those cars you see very closely tailing Sidhu Moosewala's Thar, and then finally intercepts his vehicle and guns him down. Let me cut across to Sreya joining us for more on that. Sreya, the CCTV footage that we bring here on India Today is quite telling. It shows very clearly how those cars, that Bolero car and one other vehicle, literally tailed Moosewala's car, hunted him down, followed him, hunted him down and murdered him. There were several shooters inside those cars who still the Punjab police haven't been able to nab. Give us a sense of what this CCTV footage really speaks of.
Well, absolutely, Nabila. You know, this CCTV footage which India Today has exclusively got actually shows that how the Corolla car as well as that Bolero had actually tailed Moosewala's car. Now, remember the SSP of Mansa speaking to our colleague Arvind Oja had very categorically said yesterday that they also found evidence that this is the same white Corolla car that was actually trailing Moosewala's house also for quite some time. They have CCTV proof of this. And today, this particular exclusive video that we have accessed also corroborates the fact that they were literally tailing Moosewala. They were hunting him down. This was a well-plotted murder. And the fact that there was also a leak of information that Moosewala was not going to take that bulletproof car and he did not have his security. So there are a lot of these angles that the Punjab police needs to look into. But yet other, it puts on the question that it's been quite a many days since the incident took place on Sunday. And till now, we do not have names and faces of those shooters who actually gunned Moosewala. Yes, there are theories that the Punjab police has accepted that this is a gang war. But even then, till now, I mean, there hasn't been any word on who these shooters were. There have been one arrest and two of those who have been taken in production warrant. But so far, the entire picture on what transpired, who these shooters were, what happened, the Punjab police has yet not been able to crack it down.
And that's what we see, that the line of investigation here is all leading towards Lawrence Bishnoi, who apparently at the behest of Goldie Brar, who's an international gangster who's currently based in Canada, he and Lawrence Bishnoi have plotted this entire plan. Well, they've claimed this murder, but it's all now at the hands of the Punjab police to really understand what truly happened. And so far, those shooters who managed to kill Moosewala, they're still absconding. Barely 2 arrests, and that too has not proven whether they were those men who were seated in those cars who gunned down Sidhu Moosewala. Thank you very much, Sreya, for joining us on that. In fact, the probe into the gruesome murder of Punjabi singer Sidhu Moosewala is certainly intensifying. India Today has now accessed a new video of these murderers following Moosewala's black Thar moments before being shot dead. 2 cars can be seen in these images, cruising behind the singer's car. Moments later, we see that the singer was shot dead with at least 24 of that 30 bullets firing at him that have claimed his life. Meanwhile, Punjab police is all set to take custody of Lawrence Bishnoi, who is currently in custody of the Delhi Police Special Cell. And according to police sources, Lawrence Bishnoi is not cooperating in this investigation. In fact, he's also, he seems to be quite worried because he's appealed to the Haryana and Punjab court, asking for his custody not to be given to Punjab police. He fears an encounter. That's what he says. The court is yet to hear his plea. But nonetheless, it seems like Punjab police are all set to take Lawrence Bishnoi's custody anytime soon. Central agencies are also now assisting the Punjab police, especially with the gangster based in Canada, Goldie Brar, who staked claim of this murder. The police has now identified 3 out of the 6 assailants who killed the singer. Meanwhile, Punjab police has reconstituted an SIT probe into this murder case. IGP Jaskaran Singh will lead the 6-member panel. Punjab cops also grilled gangster Bishnoi's aide, Sampat Nehra. Now, as singer Sidhu Moosewala, who is accused of glorifying firearms in his songs, is shot and killed in broad daylight, allegedly by a criminal gang, India Today digs deeper into Punjab's relationship to this gun ownership. In fact, in a state with a population, adult population of 2.14 crores, 4 lakh hold active gun licenses, and each one allowed to own 3 firearms on a single permit. Here's more.
A love affair with the gun. Some sold off on license. Some smuggled in from across the border. Some from Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. As a Punjabi rapper accused of glorifying firearms in his songs is shot and killed in broad daylight, allegedly by a criminal gang, India Today digs deeper into Punjab's relationship to gun ownership. In a state with an adult population of 2.14 crore, 4 lakh hold active gun licenses, and each one allowed to own 3 firearms on a single permit.
उसके बारे में पता किया जाता है, जो हमारी स्पेशल ब्रांच है उनके पास भी हम जो व्यक्ति है उसके बारे में लिख के भेजते हैं कि इसके बारे में पता किया जाए, इसने न्यू लाइसेंस के लिए अप्लाई किया है। उसके बाद जो हमारी ब्रांच में आती है, उसके बाद जो हमारी डीसीपी इन्वेस्टिगेशन है उनके पास इनकी इंटरव्यू होती है।
Data shows civilians have more licensed weapons than the number of police personnel in Punjab. 11 lakh licensed guns in a state with 80,000 cops. Muktsar, Sangrur, Hoshiarpur, Firozpur, Tarantaran and Amritsar districts have issued the maximum number of gun permits. Mausers, revolvers, rifles, pistols, pump-action guns among various firearms issued on license in the state. The procedure of gun permits involve background checks of applicants, include reports of mental fitness and no dependence on alcohol and drugs. A former DGP of Punjab, Shashikant, believes existing licenses should be reviewed and procedures tightened for gun permits.
These licenses were given in certain regimes. I'm not taking the name of any particular regime, but yes, there were certain times when they were given like anything like crazy. Okay, now I'm told that there are certain restrictions have come up.
Chetan Midda owns a gun store in Punjab's Mansa. He was a friend of slain singer Moosewala. The firearms dealer advocates tighter restrictions on firearms in order to stop them from landing in the hands of gangsters.
आजकल जो गैंगस्टरवाद है पंजाब में बहुत बढ़ता जा रहा है, तो ये जो गवर्नमेंट है वो मतलब गौर नहीं कर रही, उनको करना चाहिए, सख्ती होनी चाहिए सर ये इनके सिस्टम पे, जो गैंगस्टर के पास इतना हथियार कहां से आता है.
A number of illegal weapons also make their way into Punjab. The state recorded a 340% rise in seizures of such firearms in the last year alone. With Satinder Chauhan, Manjeet Sehgal and Tanseeb Haider, Bureau Report, India Today.